Hello, my name is Mike, and welcome back to the Council, the fifth and final episode of this narrative adventure game that I am finding myself to be quite fond of. I really do enjoy this game. It hasn't been perfect, there are definitely some flaws, you can see the seams on this game, but that's exactly what I wanted from a narrative adventure game. My choices have had an impact on the narrative. There are entire sections of the game that I haven't been able to see, or that I have unlocked based on the actions, and where I've distributed my points, and it's everything I wanted. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how they wrap up this episode, the fifth and final episode. I'm really hoping they finish strong, because I want to be able to recommend this to as many people as I can, because this is what I want more of in the future. I want more episodic games like this, because it's been great so far. A quick summary of what's happened so far. My actions have gotten my mother killed. I'm pretty sure I saved the correct Hillsborough twin. I think Emily is still alive, and sadly Emma is dead, so the threesome dream is gone. Peru is still alive. Don't know if that's going to have an impact on the story in the future or not. The Adams girl is dead, although I think that might be something that happens normally. It might be scripted to happen, but for all I know, maybe it's not. I haven't really looked at how the paths have branched, but enough of me yammering. I'm going to jump right in and enjoy this fifth and final episode. Now we're at Mortimer's office. I think we have a confrontation right now. Not an actual confrontation that the game has scripted for me to debate somebody, but I think this is the culmination of everything we've done so far, the climax.
I'd like to thank you for your continued trust and confidence. I admit that during these past few days, there has been much upheaval. I understand you have all been affected by this. Nevertheless, the world doesn't stop turning, and we are in fact on the verge of reshaping the modern world.
That is what we are all here for, my lord.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, Monsieur Bonaparte. Now you all know what we have to do. I cannot warn you strongly enough. If one of Sir Gregory's guests asks to speak with you, remain on your guard. It is highly likely that he will try to rally as many supporters to his cause as he can.
Don't worry, William. We are all here to support your project through to its conclusion.
Thank you, George. Now, please, go and get some rest before the conference begins, which won't be long now. Louis, stay with me a moment, won't you? I'll be needing your services in a certain matter.
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Louis, you are the only one here who I totally trust. It is very likely that Gregory will take possession of some of the members of our team. I shall keep them in check over the next few hours. However, I'll need you to... how can I say this? To persuade the members of Gregory's group.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You'll have free rein, my son. Persuade all of them. Use every possible means imaginable. But no physical violence. Let's be very, very clear about that. You must bring them all over to our side. One after the other.
What if I can't?
And what if I fail?
I have faith in you, my son. Great faith. That notwithstanding, should any of them resist, we'll decide what to do afterwards. Now go, and come back and see me once you've finished.
I'll be off then.
Little ominous there. If I can't persuade everybody, does that mean they die? Do we have to kill them? Because we have to be unanimous in our judgment here. Everybody has to agree. So if we can't make them agree with us, do we have to kill them? I have 3 manuscripts to equip, but I think I've already got all of these unlocked. I must have missed a couple of books, so no manuscripts being unlocked right now. Nope. Gotta persuade Giuseppe, Wollner, and Godoy and Hillsborough. So Spain man, German man, Italian man, and the twin that didn't die. Okay, we'll see how many of I get. Place your bets now, folks. Place your bets. How many people can I persuade? Am I charismatic enough to persuade all 4? 3? 2? Am I terrible at this and no one's gonna join me and we'll have to kill everybody? Who is the man without a plan? It's me. Who's gonna get some people killed? It's me. Mother died last time. We'll see who dies this time. Down we go. I'm surprised that I missed so many books. I feel like I've turned over so many stones. Jacques Peru, probably can't talk to him. Oh, I can go into his room though. Nope. Peru's room is completely empty. He's not here and neither is anything that can help me along in this, so I'm leaving now. Try a different room. Next door should be Napoleon, but I don't have to convince him because he's already on my side. Yep, this is Napoleon's room. We'll just keep on going then. I'm looking forward to talking to Lady Hillsborough. I'm pretty sure Emily is still alive and we killed Emma. And I'd like to ask her about why she did that. It seems like it might have been unnecessary, but... Okay, we'll hear what she has to say.
Emily?
Come in, Louis.
If that is your real name. So, about the servant? I kind of wanted to know about, your sister, but yeah, the servant.
You're not alone.
I've inherited one of Mortimer's personal guards because he's worried about my health. But don't worry, we can talk. All the servants dressed in black are deaf and dumb. Louis, about what happened on the wharf, I'm so sorry, really.
My mother, yes.
I hope you'll be able to forgive me one day.
What's in the past is in the past, right? I'd rather not talk about it if you don't mind. Louis, you have to tell her about the demons.
No, I don't.
I've got something important to tell you about what happened here.
I'm listening.
Mortimer and Holm...
They are demons, and you are like them.
What?
What? How do you know?
Sir Gregory came to speak to me earlier, at great length. I'm his niece, Louis. I'm Mortimer's child, too.
You're my sister?
Surprise!
Uh-oh.
But,
God!
I have a sister?
That's right. And I have a brother.
I didn't see that one coming. So that means that what we did,
Louis, I would rather we never mention what may have happened between us, please. I'm trying very hard not to break down. In just a few days, my whole life has fallen apart, and I'd like to try to retain some dignity.
Of course. And did you manage to speak to Mortimer?
One moment. I'd rather continue our discussion away from any curious eyes. Follow me next door, please.
Yes, deaf and dumb, but maybe not blind, if you can read lips. By the way, sorry about your sister.
You wanted to know if we spoke. Well, let's just say he didn't stick around long, but yes, I can definitely say we spoke.
Yeah, she's vulnerable to psychology. So, how did it go?
And did it go all right? I imagine you spoke about yourselves.
He confirmed what Sir Gregory told me, that he really is my father. That he didn't know I was his daughter until a short while ago.
And, well, how are you? Did you take it all right?
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I've lost all my bearings.
And what about me then?
Do you trust him?
Try and manipulate her. No, let's see. Am I imagining things or is she interrogating me? Am I going to say that out loud? Do I trust him? As far as I can throw him.
Yes, I do. I'll follow him because, well, I think he can teach us a thing or two.
I understand.
What about you? What do you think of him?
Honestly, I no longer know who to believe. The only one I really trust is you, so I shall follow you this time.
So, I can count on you for the conference vote then, right?
You can. I shall support Mortimer's project.
Oh.
Perfect. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. See you later for the vote.
Yes. See you later.
Uh-huh. I imagine that little exchange there might have gone a lot differently if Emily were dead and Emma were in her place. But, yeah, because I was successfully keeping her alive and had incest with her and helped her kill her sister and then psychologically manipulated her, I have gotten her on my side quite easily. Hooray! That's 1 down and 3 to go. Might not be so easy to get those other 3 on my side. They're probably not spontaneously going to become my brother either. Before I leave, I'm going to pilfer everything in the room.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger.
Nope, don't need that.
Addressed to Emily.
But actually, before I leave, how are you doing? We haven't really talked about your sister that you murdered.
You should get ready for the conference, Louis.
Not talkative about it. That's fine. I won't pry any further. I've got things to do. I'm very busy. Oh boy. If I were going to manipulate somebody, who would I manipulate? If I were the other guy... Yeah, now that I think about it, I am fighting on one person's side right now, but I had the option of going on the other person's side. So, for all I know, the entirety of Chapter 5 could be a branched pathway. This could be a completely different chapter, an entirely different episode, depending on the choices I've made.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
He's on my list. It's Spanish man. Vulnerable to manipulation and occultism, immune to etiquette. Okay, try and keep that in mind. Do not use etiquette, but definitely use manipulation and occultism.
Duke Manuel,
Doriche,
I'm delighted to see you're standing by Lord Mortimer.
one cannot say that the situation is altogether reassuring, but I must admit, he does know what he's doing. Something tells me I've made the right choice. So, to thank you for persuading me to join you, what would you say to a nice piece of amber? I am given to understand that you collect it?
Yes. Thank you very much, sir.
Don't mention it to Issa. It is the least I can do. Good.
I-
See you at the vote.
I'll see you later then. Right. Godoy is on board.
Yeah, okay. Maybe this is going to be easier than I thought. Well, I think this guy was just going to be well, actually, I think I had a confrontation with him last episode, which brought him over to my side. So, I think the actions last episode have made this one easy for me as well. So, man, that's 2 really easy ones to knock out. And he gave me a piece of amber as well, which, yeah, that's cool too. Okay. I imagine Wollner's going to be the more difficult one, but maybe Piaggi will be easily persuaded. We'll see.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Piaggi, the Pope's main man. I guess he's next. Let's see. Piaggi, what are his weaknesses? Vulnerable to manipulation, and one more vulnerability or immunity that I haven't discovered yet. But manipulation. Okay. We'll try and manipulate this man.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment?
I shouldn't really, Louis, as you can imagine.
Rest assured, I've come just as a friend.
All right then, Louis. But be quick.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
It's got nothing to do with it, but... You didn't come and see me in my room a few hours ago, did you?
Does he remember anything? Oh no. No, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I've been speaking to Lord Mortimer in his study.
I must have dreamed it then. It seems so real.
Don't blame yourself, Your Eminence. We're all exhausted. I can assure you of that.
That's very kind of you, Louis. I don't know what's wrong with me at the moment, but I feel rather fragile.
Poor man seems terrified. It'd be a good idea if I reassured him a little before trying to get him to change sides.
Oh, what did you want from me exactly?
Let's see. None of these are manipulation. I could speak to him about his dream, advise him to get some rest. Why don't we talk about dreams?
Tell me, Your Eminence, do you know anything about symbols and dreams?
Come, Louis. The scriptural law rejects all divination through dreams. You ought to know that.
Of course, I wasn't suggesting that these visions were messages from God, Your Eminence. But it might be that when we rest, our mind imagines situations based on things that left an impression on it. Take your dream, for example. What did it speak of?
I'm not sure that I can speak about it.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. There's no one else here but me.
Well, I was right here, in my room, and you came to see me. Then it all became confusing. I know that Mr. Von Wollner was here too. No, it's not possible.
What was he doing?
He tried to harm you.
Damn it. He does have memories of what happened. Your Eminence, you have no reason to worry, because I'm right here in front of you, in perfect health.
Yes, you are right.
You're probably just a little tired, overworked, that's all.
That's it. Just a bit tired. Anyway, thank you for listening. Please excuse me, Louis, if I've wasted your time. You came to see me about the conference, I imagine. And here I go rambling on about I don't know what nonsense.
It's fine.
No need to apologize, Your Eminence. Think nothing of it.
What did you want to speak to me about?
Right. It's now or never to get him to change his mind.
Manipulate him. Make him feel guilty. Or use logic. Nah, make him feel guilty.
I must admit that opposing you pains me, and it pains Lord Mortimer a great deal as well.
I can well imagine. You should know that I am not happy about it either.
He's an upright man who, like yourself, spends his time helping others and doing good around him. But you know that better than I do.
I owe him a lot, you know.
Your Eminence, if you feel you owe him something, let me tell you it's not too late to show it.
It's thanks to him that I took the Holy Orders. We met when I was very young, here, on this island. After our encounter, I had the firm conviction that my duty was to take the Holy Orders. To tell you the truth, I owe him everything.
Have you ever thanked him for it?
Never. You must find me ungrateful.
I would never dare, Your Eminence.
You came to persuade me to join him, didn't you?
I don't have that power, but I do sincerely believe that Lord Mortimer serves a righteous cause.
You are an angel who brings peace.
The writing
to
on this
soul,
is amazing.
my son.
Listen to your heart, Your Eminence.
You are right. To hell with all this political manipulation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I must listen to my conscience.
Yes. Listen to that little voice in your head. What does it say?
Yes, Louis. I will vote for William's project. I will follow you.
Nice.
I'm sure it will mean a great deal to Lord Mortimer, Your Eminence.
Once again, thank you, my son. Please leave me now. I must pray.
Of course, Your Eminence. I'll be on my way now.
Yeah, so it's a spontaneous confrontation there. One of those make or break things where if you trip up too many times, you completely fail, but that probably would have changed the course of the game too. But we succeeded. Wasn't too terribly difficult. We already know most of his weaknesses, and we found another one while we were talking to him. So I'm pretty sure that's all of them. But maybe there's more. Who knows? 3 out of 4 done, and now the toughest one for last. I gotta say, even though the graphics on this might not be the best, and even though the voice acting isn't the best, the writing is really good. I do enjoy the writing. I wish I were as eloquent as Louis here. Louis's got some great lines. I should learn from him.
Monsieur Johann von Wollner.
Alright, here we are. Johann von Wollner. Let's check it out. Von Wollner. Vulnerable to diversion, and that's all I know. This one might actually be a bit tricky since I don't know everything about him and I only know one thing. Diversion. I can divert him and that's it. So, wish me luck. Here we go.
Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Wollner's planning something.
Is it a bit messy? I don't really see that. Maybe a little cluttered, but I guess the pillows are askew. Wouldn't necessarily describe that as being messy. It's downright clean. I don't know what he's talking about. It's hardly scratched at all. It's so odd. He's not in his room. He's not in the balcony. Did somebody kill him and stuff him in a closet somewhere? Is he hiding under the bed? Or maybe my political opponent is manipulating him and having him do some terrible acts? It's a possibility.
What a mess. Looks like Wollner was interrupted.
I know you're trying to find out what happened to Elizabeth. Ah, yes, Elizabeth Adams. But it's getting out of hand now. Your escapade on the continent cost me enough as it is. I know it hasn't been easy for you leaving Elizabeth confined in her room for a month so she doesn't bump into Sarah. But to run away without warning, I had to lie to cover you. Act as if you arrived separately only a few days ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I can examine the things on his desks, and there's a lot of them.
Looks a lot like straw. And he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet.
I can look at the sketches or I can look more closely, but that choice is already made.
Straw on his desk. As if to protect something fragile. Yes. Someone must have packed something away here.
Let's look at the sketches then.
I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before.
It does seem familiar. I can recognize those symbols, or I have seen that before. Yeah, I think this might be glitched, because that choice was not already made. But I have seen it before!
Yes, it's definitely a drawing of the Lock of Al-Azif. Wollner must have kept a copy.
Yeah, okay. He's got some kind of hammer, some kind of children's playground chalk, a feather, the symbol of the Al-Azif, which is important. Who's got that book anyway? I've already forgotten. This is the problem with episodic games. You forget a lot of the important details, what happened last time. I don't remember who's got the book. Did it get destroyed? Well, Wollner was not in his room. I found some straw and a symbol. I'm guessing maybe he has the book and he packed it away. He had some straw on his desk to start shipping it away somewhere. So that's a possibility. I guess I could try and report back and let him know what I found. If I can't find Wollner, I don't know where I could find him.
I need to talk to Von Wollner.
Hey, there he is!
Blasted. Holmes is with him.
Gentlemen.
Louis! I'm sorry, but we are waiting for Duke Manuel. If you wouldn't mind leaving us, I should think you already have enough to do as it is.
Very well. I didn't mean to disturb you. They're waiting for Duke Manuel. No doubt to make him change sides. All right. If they want him, then they'll get him.
What do you mean by that, Louis? Are you going to pretend to be Duke Godoy? Apparently I still have to persuade Johann von Wollner. Oh, I know what... Okay, Louis. You want me to take control? Take control of Duke Manuel... But he's going to see through that. He has the ability to see through your disguises, so... I think this plan is going to immediately backfire. Well, we'll see.
What can I do for you, sir?
Give me free
I am
stuff!
at your service, day and night, sir.
Shut up and give me free stuff!
You wouldn't have a little golden elixir I could use, would you?
Oh, unfortunately, sir, I have orders not to give any of that medicine to any of Lord Mortimer's guests. Some guests are here to follow a very strict treatment. Mixing or combining certain substances would be dangerous for sir.
But I have a congenital eye defect, and I need that as treatment.
That's fine. I have no intention of swallowing this remedy. You see, I generally use it to put the shine back on my shoes. But maybe you'd rather I ask permission from Lord Mortimer. Where is he? I'd like to tell him about my shoe problem.
Sir need do nothing of the sort. There is no reason to disturb Lord Mortimer with this small matter.
As you wish.
Here you are, sir. I hope sir will have enough with one bottle, as I haven't any more.
Oh, I'll make do. It's good of you to get this much.
May I do anything else for sir?
No, you've been incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Yes, monsieur. Is there something you wanted to add?
Concentrate. I need you to listen carefully to what I have to say, Godoy.
I am all ears.
Louis, push. I need you to do me a little favor. It's working, that's it, Louis. Get in his head.
Oh, dear. What is happening to me? I do not feel very well.
I need your help, sir. Get in his head. Oh, perfect.
Thank you, monsieur. I'm sure I'll know how to take full advantage of your vessel, now that I am Manuel.
Yeah, just in case anybody was eavesdropping, wanted to know what happened there, I took control of this guy's body. Good job, me. Oh, pardon me. You were looking for me?
Duke Manuel, here you are at last.
Sir Gregory, Mr. Von Wollner.
Thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I shan't beat about the bush, my friend. I was very disappointed by your behavior. I had thought you more loyal. Consequently, my affection for you leads me to ask you to reconsider one last time.
I've already reconsidered it, Sir Gregory. I shall be loyal to you when it comes to the vote. Have no doubt about it.
Excellent news indeed, my friend. Did you hear, Johann?
Yes, and it comes at a most timely moment. I anticipate an overwhelming victory.
It goes without saying to keep it to yourself. I would like to give William a nice surprise.
Whatever you say.
I'll leave you with Johann a while. I still have a few things to settle. I shan't be long.
See you later, Sir Gregory.
Oh, Godoy. Come over here. I'm warming myself up.
By the curtains?
I had the misfortune to step outside and I'm frozen solid.
I see. By the way, I noticed a bit of dandruff on your shoulder.
I wonder what he was doing outside. Something to do with what Holm asked him for. Maybe. He's back from the landing stage. Damn. He must have gone to deposit Al-Azif for someone to pick up.
Mr. Von Wollner, I wanted to speak to you. I'd like to make you an offer you can't refuse.
I'm all ears.
Now, we don't have much time, so here it is. You will vote for Mortimer.
What a strange idea, Godoy. You are being ridiculous. Tell me now, why would I do that?
Because, hold on, let me check this again. Was it, I always forget. I'm so bad at diversion. Let's see. Conviction, politics. Let's see. Why would he do that? I guess I can try mind melding with him.
Damn traitor is about to drop us.
Holm lied to us. He only serves his own interests. Maybe that'll work on him. He's playing with Louisiana even though it doesn't belong to him. Nah, he's a traitor. He's a traitor.
Sir Gregory has been taking us for a ride right from the start. When it comes to this operation, he isn't championing the interests of our respective nations. All he cares about is beating Lord Mortimer at his own game.
Oh, come, Manuel. Where are you getting this from?
Name me even one decision by Sir Gregory that was in favor of Prussia.
My God, man. I didn't know you were so excessive.
You don't want to answer?
I will. Just let me think.
You're pinned down. You will only get mere crumbs out of Poland. It will go to Russia. And I hope you're ready for a global war because I doubt France will agree to our coalition.
True. Said like that. I don't know.
I'm not criticizing. I'm in the same boat as you. Spade will docilely follow Holm without getting anything in return.
You are wasting your time, Duke Manuel. You know nothing about me, and your attempts to manipulate me have no effect. You behave as though we were close. Yet ever since you arrived, you've only been interested in your own little self.
Don't say that, Johann. We may not be friends, but we are allies.
Is that so? And what do you know about me, exactly?
Well, I could tell him that I found the Al-Azif. I don't know. Did he love Elizabeth Adams? Yeah, let's mind meld him one more time.
If he knew I was Gregory's son, he wouldn't try it on like this.
You tried to poison Louis? You are Holmes' son!
About you? Next to nothing. Except that you happen to be Sir Gregory Holmes' son, right?
What? What do you mean? But,
Now I'm starting to be of interest to you, no?
I've never spoken to anyone about that.
Quite surprising, isn't it? You see, I'm full of surprises. In short, whether he's your father or not makes no real difference to me.
Speak for yourself.
Come on, Johann. Don't make me laugh. He has never thought of you as his son. I'd wager that you'd always hoped he would one day, even though he treated you like a master treats a useful slave. He is at best a mentor. Stop me if I'm wrong.
But, tell me, why do you want to follow Mortimer all of a sudden?
Mortimer is planning something. We don't know everything. He must have something up his sleeve to be so confident.
Ah, really?
Cultism, manipulation.
What do you think that might be?
He has already had dealings with people above. This is diversion, so I know it's gonna work.
All of this is just a show. He has contacted all those we represent.
What do you mean?
That everything is already decided in higher spheres. William Frederick, the King of Spain, the Pope, William Pitt.
I don't understand.
Lord Mortimer has invited those who work in the wings of power to take a hand in swaying the decisions of those who actually hold it. Everything is already played out. He has already won.
But how is this possible?
We've all underestimated him.
He's fooled us. We're done for.
Look, it all hinges on the next few hours, Johann.
Look, I hear everything you're saying, but there is no chance that Mortimer can make us all change sides. That is why Sir Gregory can but win. You understand?
Think again. It's already too late.
All the guests already serve Holmes. Deriche has persuaded all of them to join Mortimer. There's only you left. Ooh. I guess yeah, he's probably not going to be responsive to Deriche. There's only you left.
Now, you're the last one left. Your loyalty toward Gregory is honorable, but no longer makes any sense. If you don't change your mind, you'll be venturing into dangerous waters for no valid reason.
Unless it's to win.
Yes, but at what price? Think of all those who will be hostile toward you afterwards. Just think about it rationally a minute. Prussia has nothing directly at stake, so why put your position or your life in the balance?
I hear you. Honestly, betraying Gregory is... well, it's unthinkable. Unless I simply don't have any choice.
You don't.
Yes, he's finally cracked.
Thank you for warning me.
You're welcome. There is nothing more natural between allies. I did what I could. Now, it's up to you. As for me, I'll vote for Mortimer. Good luck to you.
Good luck.
That seemed smooth. Did I do it? Did I smoothly do it all?
Good. I mustn't lose too much time.
I think I'm back in my own body now. There we go. Good.
See you later, my Lord Duke. Have a nice rest.
One of these times, I'm going to possess somebody and come back, and my body's going to be missing, and I'm not going to be happy about it. But in the short term, all 4 people are convinced. Who's the 5th person? You know something happened while I was doing that. Somebody got persuaded to their side, and now I got to fix it, right? It couldn't be that easy. Who got persuaded? Do I have to go reconvince George Washington? Did he get convinced? I don't know. I don't trust him. Regarding the speech system, I do think being able to have little hints like this is kind of cool. I don't necessarily have to know everybody's weaknesses off the top of my head, which is good because this is an episodic game and I can't really remember it a couple months later. So it's good to have that ability to remind myself. But Still, it kind of feels like maybe it's a little too easy. Like, there could have been more options for me to trip up, more opportunity. Maybe, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I have failed plenty of confrontations. Not a lot, but enough to make it feel like there's been a bit of a challenge. I'm going to report back to Lord Mortimer, let him know that everything seems to have gone smoothly. Hey, and I found a book, I think, Dangerous Liaisons. There we go, I can read that tonight. Level up my manipulation skill, good. So I did not turn over every leaf. I can still find a couple things hiding around here to level up my skills. Yeah. Okay, and upstairs is where I think I gotta go. God, that pit. That pit's still there. Still don't have a guardrail. Feels like that's very irresponsible of you, Lord Mortimer. You've been here, you tell me you've been here thousands of years, and no one's fallen in that pit. Really? You're lying to my face.
Louis, there you are. Well, tell me, how did it go?
I did my best.
Whom did you manage to persuade?
Well, there's no point in wasting any time. I'm proud to report they've all come over to our side.
Ha ha, Louis, I'm impressed. I was sure you'd succeed. I'm proud of you, my son. Even Johann? How did you manage to do it?
Well, I guess I'll be honest with you. I have no reason to hide this from you. I used Manuel Godoy to persuade him. Wait, do I really want to trust this guy? I have no reason not to trust this guy, sure.
I possessed Godoy.
You possessed Godoy, of course. Very ingenious of you, I must say. Son, you've accomplished a veritable tour de force. I couldn't have done better myself. Now, we are ready. The conference may begin. Assemble everyone in the conference room. Meet me there and let's get it over with.
Yeah, so let's see if it does go down smoothly. I can only assume that there's going to be some hitch, some snag. Something's got to go wrong.
My friends, here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference. I would first of all like to thank you all for making the time to be here and lend your services.
Where's the problem?
Gregory, I believe I may speak for both of us when I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William. Thank you for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference.
Right.
Thank you for helping us to make the best decisions. And I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that. In any case, Holm doesn't seem to be himself.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in turn on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France?
It's a good thing.
Monsieur de Richet?
I suddenly betray him by voting against. No, I want to vote for, obviously. I'm on your side. If I voted against, that could completely screw everything up. If this has got to be unanimous, and I suddenly vote against him, maybe I can extort him for money. Yeah, I'll vote for you if you give me I'll vote for.
I vote for.
Duchess Hillsborough?
4.
Duke Manuel?
4.
Your Eminence?
All good so far?
But
Gregory, please. Monsieur Napoleon?
4.
Mr. Von Wollner?
4.
what?
Gregory, please refrain from interrupting the voting. You know the rules, brother. President Washington?
4.
The votes are now cast. The project is therefore approved.
Dirty traitor!
Just like that.
Mr. Godoy, soon you will be in charge of passing the territory of Louisiana over to France.
It will be done.
What have you done?
Me? Nothing, dear brother.
What have you done to me?
What?
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice. In the future, that is, if you have one, don't drink someone else's cup of tea without checking what's in it.
Father, what happened? Sir Gregory, what's the matter? William, what have you done?
Not now.
Found the hitch.
You are mad, William. Father will punish you for this.
He will probably try, unless I get to him first.
But
cannot die!
No, you cannot die. You are, however, losing all sense of reason, as well as all your special abilities.
What? What did I drink?
He's destroying his
Can't you
brain?
guess? There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we. You would know that if you ever ventured even a little way off of Father's beaten track.
Revenge!
Oh, no, my dear Gregory. You will not be taking any revenge. You will die stupidly, alone, enclosed in that rather withered body.
Help me!
After several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees, hoping in vain that someone is going to help you. Tell me, what does that feel like? Never happened to me. Can't be good. You cannot leave your body, you cannot project yourself elsewhere, you cannot even contact Father. Go ahead, try. But you are my brother, so I ask you to remember that all this is your own fault. And I want you to understand I get absolutely no pleasure out of it. Well, very little.
You swine!
A new order is born today, brother. Enough of Father's hegemony. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand up and oppose it. You chose to serve him, whatever his excesses. Now it's up to you to face the consequences of that choice.
Matt, I am stronger than you.
Okay, that's the end of that episode. Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping I could ask him a couple of questions, like, is that necessary? Is there any other option? Can we spare him? What does this mean? Is Father gonna find out? I guess we'll find out next time. I'm not entirely... Louis was just sitting there, watching it all happen. I don't think Lord Mortimer took my voice away. I still had the ability to move, unlike everybody else, so... I feel like maybe I could have interjected, but I chose not to. Well, it feels like that might not have been a complete success, but I don't have anything in the failed or alternative pathway file. So, hooray! Success! I understood that Von Wollner just hided Al-Azif on the wharf. Yes, I guess I'll go to the wharf and find the hided Al-Azif. That's probably important to have. Maybe I'll stick by with Lord Mortimer. I'm not entirely sure. I guess I've been sticking with him so far, and I don't entirely disagree with him. And what's the life of one demon as opposed to the fate of the world? Who knows? Who knows? Unless Holm has some hidden magical artifact, or unless he legitimately is stronger than Mortimer is led to believe, he's probably gonna die immediately next episode. Which, he wasn't my favorite person. We didn't get along at all in the slightest. We never saw eye to eye on literally anything. But, I don't know, killing him seems like it might be a bit excessive. So next time, we'll see what happens. I guess we'll just watch it all unravel, and Holm will probably die, and unless something drastic happens, Von Wollner might not be happy about the fact that he briefly glimpsed his father dying, so... yeah, that could be an issue. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Until then, my name is Mike, and this is The Council. Thank you for joining me.